Hi, I'm TheMangaBrah, and chapter 118 of Mashle is all about Rayne and his relationship with his brother. When we first met Rayne, he was the complete opposite to his brother Finn. Finn was, until recently, kind of a scaredy cat, while Rayne was more of a hardened wall, and now in this chapter, we find out why. So while Rayne and Delizaster brawl it out, and Delizaster just kicking Rayne's ass, it is revealed that Rayne's and Finn's parents died when they were very young. Now, it isn't clear to me that this event changed Rayne's demeanor, as Finn doesn't react differently to his brother being kind of like a stoic wall. But what we do see is a built-up rage behind the wall and a coldness set up protecting both himself and his brother. Despite relatives trading them around, as Rayne describes as bad coins, despite them being homeless, either by Rayne deciding to get them out of there or because their relatives decided to kick them out, and despite the present society seemingly not caring so much for orphans like themselves, it doesn't matter to Rayne. None of it has ever mattered to Rayne. He chooses to shoulder a heavy burden at a very young age for the sake of himself and his brother, and he doesn't care if he's quote-unquote normal. He wants to change things, and he's gonna keep on going to make that happen. The backstory to Rayne perfectly explains everything that we need to know about him. It explains why he's so cold, it explains why he's so powerful, and it also explains why he's so goddamn determined. Now, in regards to him being a super cold stone wall, again, I can't exactly say that the death of his parents, it's not clear to me that that event turned him into that wall. Like, we don't see any happy memories of him with his parents and his brother beforehand. Maybe Rayne was just born as a stoic stone wall, and that would actually explain why, when all these things happen to him, when his parents pass, when all his relatives just treat him and his brother like trading cards, it would explain why he would be so capable of being able to shoulder this burden at a very young age. And it would also explain why he has this anger, because that's also a common thing. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoics of all time, the Roman emperor himself, who tried to live as being a Stoic, he had a problem with anger. He didn't want to show being angry, and people didn't see him being angry, but on the inside it was building up and it was rageful. So this would actually perfectly explain why Rayne was so capable of doing this for himself and his brother and taking themselves out of poverty. Again, not exactly clear if this turned him into that, or if he was born that way, because as we know, he's a double-line magic user, and apparently the more magic you have, the more God's will that's given to you, the less personality or openness to emotion you are. So that's what I'm thinking so far. What I can tell, though, is that ever since the death of his parents, Rayne has become cold in response to the world around him. The only outside warmth in his life is his brother Finn. That's partly why Rayne keeps telling Finn to stay out of the way. Rayne doesn't want Finn. The only thing he really cares about, the only warmth in his life, from being extinguished. The only other warmth that Rayne has is internal, and it's an internal rage. So if Finn goes, then all he's going to have left to keep himself warm, emotionally, is going to be his rage. Rayne sees his brother as being far weaker than himself as well, and of course there's the obvious 2 lines that he has on his face while Finn only has 1, but there's also the fact that he sees himself as becoming determinedly more superior to his brother ever since his parents' death so long ago when they were kids. And also, he's now become a divine visionary, so he's even gotten way more improved, way more stronger, way more fierce, monstrous against the world since then. So that aspect all makes sense to me. Another thing to note is that this chapter has some interesting information on Delizaster and the other Innocent Zero boys. So as it turns out, all the Innocent Zero boys gave their hearts to their father, and in exchange they received demon hearts, and now these demon hearts convert magical power into energy, basically meaning that they cannot die unless they run out of magic. And to make it even worse, their father's blood is like a senzu bean. One tiny dose of it replenishes all of their magic. Basically, the good guys are screwed. The chapter ends with Delizaster thinking he's killed his 301st person, only to see Rayne standing tall against the odds. What I think we're going to see soon is what the story's already leading us to believe. Like, we're going to see Finn jump in the fray, either to save his brother and or work with his brother to fight against Delizaster. And this is when Finn is going to reveal himself or become more like his brother, more of a warrior. And Rayne is going to become more like his brother, Finn, become more warmer, become more quote-unquote human. As for them actually defeating Disaster though, those odds don't look great. Like, really, to me, the odds of Finn and Rayne defeating Disaster, it just looks like they're screwed. Like, Hajime Komodo, you did a really good job in making our villains look threatening, because I'm really questioning a lot. Like, if there's like 100%, I'm like maybe at 2% right now. Like, I don't see it happening, but I'm waiting to be shown that I'm wrong. Anyway, guys, that's the chapter. So if you like this video, I really appreciate if you give it a like and maybe subscribe too. You might like my other videos. I'm doing more videos on Mashle, of course, and also Chainsaw Man. And Mashle is probably going to end soon, so if you like my videos on Chainsaw Man, even though it could be wrong at times, I'm going to keep making those because I think we're going to have a lot of chapters there. But anyway, thank you for watching this video. I'll see you guys later. Bye.